Hey folks, Dennis Hancock, State Forage Extension Specialist at the University of Georgia, the Grassman, coming to you from the back roads today. Just going to chat a little bit with you about looking forward to winter grazing and trying to make some choices for winter grazing this year. If you haven't gone to check prices yet to order your seed, it's probably a good time to be doing so. But if you're like most of us and use ryegrass, you might want to take a heart pill before you call up and ask about seed prices this year. Seed prices have gone up pretty considerably this year for a variety of reasons. First of all, most of our ryegrass seed is actually produced in Oregon. About 95% of our ryegrass seed is produced in the Willamette Valley, which is just south of Portland. And as a result of not carrying over a whole lot of seed from the previous year and decreasing acreage and kind of a marginal year of production, our seed prices are considerably higher than what they've been in the past. That probably isn't going to change much for the foreseeable future, because we're probably going to see those prices staying pretty high for a little while. They're losing a lot of acreage to seed production out there for a variety of reasons. One is they're losing a lot of land to vineyard production and hazelnut production and things like that. But the economy is booming as well, and that means a lot of folks are planting new lawns and trying to improve their turf grass, and so that results in a lot more turf grass seed needs out there as well. So that's displacing a lot of annual ryegrass acres as well. So a lot of challenges going forward, but the bottom line about ryegrass is it's still the best game in town. It really is the best quality, the best yields. I mean, with ryegrass we normally get 5 to 6 tons of dry matter per acre per year. With some of our small grains, we're probably pretty lucky if we get 3.5 tons. So it really is still the best game in town, and something to really strongly consider still going ahead and doing that. And when you pencil it out on a per acre basis, the seed cost per acre basis is still pretty good. So don't think too much about that. It's really still the best game in town. Some folks have asked about lowering their seeding rates as a result of that, and with ryegrass, for some folks, they probably can lower their seeding rates pretty considerably, because a lot of folks actually plant way more ryegrass than what they really need to. 25 to 30 pounds is really what our recommendations are for seeding rates on ryegrass. And if they're using a no-till drill, 25 pounds is more than adequate, and above 25 pounds with a no-till drill, you're probably not going to see a whole lot of advantage to that over a 25 pound rate. If you're broadcasting it, then 30 pounds would definitely be the way to go. If you've got a really good no-till drill and you really know what you're doing with it, you can drop that seeding rate maybe down to 18 or 20 pounds without too much of a penalty. But really, for the most part, 25 pounds is where we should be shooting at for our no-till drill at the low end. Now, for comparison, on our small grains, our seeding rates range from 90 to 120 pounds. So again, 90 pounds for no-till drills, and then 120 pounds if you're going to be broadcasting it. If we're going to seed multiple species together, generally speaking, we can reduce the seeding rate of each by 50 to 60%. Normally I say 60% is kind of the way you should go. So for example, for seeding rates on ryegrass and rye together, we would put out 15 pounds of ryegrass and say 60 to 75 pounds of rye. And that really will get you right in the sweet spot of giving you really good yields and a great start. So, I think it's really important to go ahead and consider the prices of everything, but in the grand scheme of things, seed is cheap. It's the best and most cost-effective input into a good winter grazing system, and the more that we can do to graze during the winter time, the more economical we're going to find things over the long haul. Hope that helps you out, and we'll see you down the road.